Hello folks, and welcome back to the Thalas Blood Elf playthrough thing. Everything's working fine. Exploit, battle.net, wow, recording locally, everything's ticking up. Everything is ticking up, brilliant. Alright, sorry. I don't know why, I just have to make sure everything's working just fine after I start recording. Otherwise I'll get worried or paranoid if I start recording after I check, or at least I think that it'll work out that way. I don't know. I just don't want to be stopping mid-recording. Everything is fine, right? I did start recording, right? I've lost so much footage from forgetting to hit the record button. And if it was to happen here, I would have to restart this. So yeah. Because the point of this is to show you old quests and whatnot. So, yeah. It's actually been quite a while since I've played this. I don't remember when the last time I played was, but it's now currently the 3rd of June 2016 as of time of recording. When this will be released, I do not know. Also some screen tearing there. Stop it. I don't know why it took me so long to get back to this. It just did. I never know why sometimes they don't drop loot. I apparently have stuff about to expire on my main. Oh well, say la vie. I just played that character yesterday, and used the postal loot all thing, so I shouldn't have anything of value. So it's probably nothing to worry about. High Overlord Sorfang. Apparently they have a mail for me. Alright. I got the thing off Varian, on my main. So I have, the Alliance stuff. I'll be getting... This is a tie-in with the movie, for those curious. You have to log in during the 2 months following the international premiere of Warcraft, and you get this. Well, you'll get, it's sword, for the Alliance side, you get a one-handed sword and shield that's modeled after stuff from the movie. I had a bit of a complaint about the movie in my recordings, in my Warlords Reno recordings. Well, it was less to do with that, more with just something silly. I saw one of the people tied in with the movie saying it was she's tied in. She wrote a prequel novel, and I feel like an ass saying it and more about it. It's just simply, it's kind of weird to say, from what I've seen of the trailers for a movie. I haven't gotten to see it yet. I'll be seeing it on Saturday, but it does seem like events within the movie is different to the lore of the game. And so the person put different in quotes as if somehow different events didn't mean different things happened. It's like claiming, Frank went to the shop and Frank got, face huggered. When the critters from Aliens, or Aliens, take your pick, wooden face huggers, they latch on, they impregnate you, think busts out your torso, thinking they're the same thing. There's no difference. Maybe I'm misunderstanding, or maybe there really is actually no difference in the lore. Maybe it is the same. Maybe the stuff happening in the movie happened in the books. I don't know all the lore, is what I'm saying. Maybe I am wrong. But it's just from what I do know, the movie does seem to be different. And even defenders of the movie has been saying, though this was before it came out, have been saying, oh, it's going to be different. And you can't, it is different, but you can't expect them to stick with a 20-year-old, lore, with 20-year-old lore. It's unfair to them or whatever. They never explained how, but apparently it is. Oh, hey. But yeah, I hate when people are obtuse like that. Personally, I'm not a fan of the movie being different to this game's lore. But what really annoys me is when people are really obtuse. Like, I believe I complained about this in my last recording of this. But, you know, guy was asserting that saying he wasn't a gamer, but a game's developer, is the same thing as a guy saying, at the core of his being, he was a gamer, despite his business card saying he was an executive and his brain saying he was a developer. They're the exact same thing. I hate obtuseness. You know, say what you mean and mean what you say. You know, don't be an arse. You've met Grumpy Phillip. Grumpy Phillip is grumpy. What a name. Groundskeeper Wildhan? Wilden? Okay, your name is Smithers now. Also, Smithers, you got a lot of work to do. This is physics-defying grass. It's currently bending physics over. It's literally growing through solid objects. Who? I'm... Yeah. I'm creative with my language right now, aren't I? Where's Smithers? Who are you? You're not one of the Magister's apprentices, that's for certain. Sent here to help me clean up this mess, no doubt? It's horrible, I tell you. Strange things are happening in the spire. The Magister and his apprentices run off, and then the whole thing you know, and the next thing you know, the whole grounds are overrun with these magical beasties. And who told Smithers? No one. That's who. Dude, it was days. You think when everyone pisses off and monsters turn up, you can leave. Take an extended holiday. Go to Tahiti. Tahiti, however you say it. But apparently you didn't get that notice. And there's a random twonk on my window. It's not exactly a reassuring noise. You know, 2 stories up. This is the back garden facing window. I choose to believe it didn't happen. Mage, you've got to help me clear some of these things out. I cannot maintain the grounds while these anomalies are running amok.
Keep your wits about you.
There's a rare around here somewhere. Not sure if it counts towards this quest though. Okay, I'm just gonna alt-tab, make sure I don't have an opened here. You know, don't want to accidentally be recording someone else's Let's Play. I was actually, just before I started recording, I was watching Halloween's Aliens Isolation Let's Play. Or Alien Isolation Let's Play. I've been trying to get through it. Started watching it when it came out. I lost interest. I'm very all over the place when it comes to Let's Plays. That I watch. I easily lose interest even if I like it. It's nothing to do with the person in particular, or anyone. I'm just scatterbrained. Okay, yeah, Firefox is closed. The only things that seem to be open are XSplit, which it should be, Battle.net, which has to be, and WoW, which kind of has to be. Okay, I was being attacked. Well, they didn't exactly do much. I know you can patch up your imp. Wonder if you can patch up your like water elemental. Like by imp I mean, you know, the warlocks thing. Ooh. They want to pop over here. Irritatingly, blood thistle will appear as a collectible, which it's not bad for a little bit of extra cash or int or whatever, or spell power or whatever it is. It just, if I want the proper herbs, it kind of gets in the way. Nice. Before Cataclysm, you didn't actually start off with Frostfire Bolt. You actually started off with Frostbolt, and then maybe I got Frostfire. I don't know then when you got it. I do know it would have been a fair bit down the line. I do know you got that fireball early enough as well. I played a mage for a while. It was a Draenei mage. Got her to like blood mist, and then I lost interest. So yeah. Let's head up into this thing. If memory serves, there's actually quite a few of these things up there. Don't have no problem swinging over here and grabbing this. Here, thing after me. I'll just go here, grab this. Of course, it'll stop me. Go eat. There we go. Let's grab the herbs and run. Okay. That's up within the tower itself, or just there by the orb of translocation. Don't actually see many of those in game. There is one in Silvermoon behind the leaders of the city, and that leads to Terraceville Glades, just within the Undercity. Undercity. Okay, leads to the surface of it. I was hoping I could click on the surface, but you can't. But yeah, it leads somewhere here. Huh. Sure.
Still recharging.
Considering I have a water elemental, kind of have the nice little bit of extra firepower. And finally, and thankfully, since I'm using the new PC, I actually can use the slash key, so I can actually emote at people. It's brilliant. For quite a while, I didn't have my slash key on my Mac was broken. I don't know why. It just wouldn't work for me. Well, work when I wanted it to. It just it would like spasm or something and start working then. Like it would just start spamming slashes, but it wouldn't work when I would want it to. Also, seriously, these staircases. I would hate to be someone who has difficulties going up staircases where there's a gap, like you can see, like there's this step and then there's like a bit of gap before the next one. Not like this, but you can actually like see under the next step, if you get me. Like imagine this is more a normal staircase, but instead of the gap being here, you can actually see a little like directly under this step, rather than that being walled in. Like I know some people have difficulty with staircase being that way. Imagine that, like, trying to get up this staircase with that issue. That would suck like mad. Also, why is this here? Kind of strange. There we go. Okay, we have to deactivate power sources. Those ominous eyes are right, ominous and creepy. Let's be honest here. Like seriously. Like, why would you use a power source that's like glaring at you? Like seriously. Are blood elves really just that vain? Like if they're using a power source, god damn it, it will gaze upon their beauty. I choose to believe that blood elf, due to that vanity of theirs, would love the you know, Beauty and the Beast. They would love that, like sentient, like cups and all that, because then they could gaze upon their beauty, as you know, they're drinking a cup of tea, and all that. You've discovered what appears to be an investigative journal left behind by Magister Duskwither. A brief scan of its contents reveals some shocking attempts at filtering corrupted magical flows, which might explain what happened here at Duskwither's Spire. The Magister is sure to want this brought back to him. And we do see a few Dustwither apprentices that have become, you know, what? Withered? Wretched. Wretched, that's it. I was going to call them Forsaken. Sweet. But that's an incorrect term. Excuse me. I am actually rather looking forward to Legion, I have to say. Non-sequitur, I know, but I am actually rather looking forward to it. I'm getting kind of burnt out with a Legion and all that, and to be honest, I've kind of lost the. Before I was in like a real, like, drive to make this series, and certainly I'm going to still do it, but I've suddenly lost the, you know, the. I'm hyped for it or something. I don't know, but I know. I guess I'm a little burnt out on this, even though I haven't done it in ages. Oh, also there's one other translocation orb in the game. It's behind the Magister's Terrace boss. And that's like it. Maybe there's one in, Sunwell, but I think there is something like it. Though, I honestly don't remember the details. I never really did Sunwell much. I ran it like once with my guild, once upon a time, and that was it. I tried to solo it before, but it didn't exactly work out well. This was just before Legion, tried to solo it, went tits up. Reason being is, it was a very difficult dungeon. To get through the raid, to get through the trash packs, I would have to pop all my cooldowns, and they'll be obliterating me. This journal appears relatively new, with only a few of its pages written in. It is my fervent hope that through my research I may find a supplemental source of magical energy that will be safe for my people. With the sun well gone, we must find a way to continue our way of life. What else is coming? To the lure of arcane magic. I believe that the future of the Cinderai can once again serve as a shining example to all. No luck yet. What little magic I've ready access to must be channeled through the Spire. I do have a number of intriguing ideas though. I'll set my brightest apprentices to following these paths of inquiry and see what they come up with. Let's see what we come up with. It's been a while since I've written anything in these pages, so nothing promising. I received word yesterday that one of my pupils at Farstarter Isle, one Phillip, failed to heed the advice of his mentors and succumbed to the affliction. I shall redouble our efforts. Well, that explained what happened there. Nothing. I will not give up hope though. The Cinderai cannot afford to be in a position of magical dependency at this moment when we are besieged to the south. I've devised an entirely new approach, and if successful, will allow me to filter out the impurities in some corrupted foul magic power sources that have stashed away. I must proceed with caution. Amazing. We've met with some success, though the amount of magic we're able to extract was minuscule. I'm going to pull most of the apprentices away from their studies to focus on this promising new approach. With any luck, we should be able to refine the process and kill two birds with one stone. An abundant source of energy for ourselves, and a way to counter any foul magic we may come across in the future. Now, while experimenting with the new process, my main apprentice, Talafion, suddenly and without warning, shriveled before my very eyes, succumbing to the state that afflicts my brethren. I tried to stop it, but it was too far gone. I had no choice but to put him out of his misery. Such is the price of discovery, but I feel the weight of that cost too dearly already. It was too much to bear. 2 more apprentices have succumbed. We were being so careful. I do not understand what was wrong. I will have to abandon these investigations and start over from scratch. I was too late. A third apprentice had, unknowingly to me, been sharing the foul research with some of the others. I'm going to try and contain the situation, but I must get the unaffected apprentices away. I will do so by letting them know that I'm going on a sabbatical